Right field, our guy Kyle Tucker, and Yoshida's down there in third. We have Austin Riley in it as he's already at 30 bombs. Harrison wins it. Eduardo Rodriguez, 16-4. We're shedding the demons. We are shedding the demons of last year. Tucker and Yoshida go hitless, but Devers hits a home run, and we put up 16 runs. Brian Bayo's first start is 19-0. We do it for our man Nestor Cortez. Everyone gets a hit. Devers and Yoshida hit home runs. Then Brian Bayo had a complete game shutout. Nola for first place wins it 4-2. We regain first place in the division. This is a tight race. It's gonna come down to the last series. Holy shit. Okay, against Chicago, Brian Bayo wins it 2-1. Kyle Harrison, Ted Castle gets hurt, but we win 5-1. Eduardo Rodriguez wins it 7-2 against Toronto. They're bad. Kyle Wright wins it 6-1. Aaron Nola wins it 5-4. Brian Bayo wins it 6-3. Toronto, we win 5-1 at LA. Eduardo Rodriguez wins it 10-2. Kyle Wright wins it 7-2. We said fuck waiting for the last series. We are just winning now. MVP Austin Riley was runner-up. American League Kyle Harrison, what a year for him. Rafael Devers was third place in the Gold Glove race, and Kyle Tucker won the Gold Glove. Austin Riley got a Silver Slugger, second. Devers came in third. All right, boys, here we are. Year 5 postseason underway. We got the New York Yankees. So we go to the lineups. They're just a team over. They got our fucking bane of our existence last year, Randy Arozarena. They have Oswald Peraza, Aaron Judge still, William Contreras. They got Brett Batty, Gleyber Torres, Kyle Manzardo, Oswaldo Cabrera, and Anthony Volpe. I mean, deadly lineup. It really is just a deadly lineup. For lefties, they got Caden Wallace, I'm assuming. And they have Max Muncy off the bench. They signed him. He's coming against his former team. Holy shit. Ben Rodford, Trey Sweeney, Caden Wallace, Taylor Trammell. And then pitching-wise, Luis Severino, Carlos Rodon, Garrett Cole, Mike Spence, Clark Schmidt. It's good. Johnny Brito, Davichi Garcia, Clayton Breeder, Joe Jimenez, Taylor Hearn, Eli Serrano, and Devin Williams out of the pen. They got a solid closer. I feel like we're the better team. Standings-wise, they finished below us. We won 96 games. They won 93. They were ranked 9th in the league. We were ranked 3rd. They were 19th contact, 2nd power, 20th pitching, 9th defense, 27th speed. So we'll see how we can do. I don't know why it says series tied. It's game 1, obviously. So whatever. Auto fix 40 man. No. Who is on the 40 man? That should not be. Nate Eaton we can remove. I can't just do that. I got to straight up release. Okay, well, sorry, Nate Eaton. We're just going to release you. Oh, we can't. Well, I don't want to auto. Auto fix. Who did send down? Victor Gonzalez. Okay. He's not the guy I would have gone with, but I guess I'm not opposed to it. Let's go. Game 1. We have the Cy Young winner on the bump in Fenway. Here we go. Kyle Harrison, Randy Arozarena grounds out. Anthony Volpe singles. Aaron Judge singles. William Contreras walks, bases loaded. Oh my God. Gleyber pops out. Max Muncy strikes out. He gets out of it. Luis Arias doubles. Jaron Duran strikes out. Austin Riley doubles and a run scores to open up the ALDS, something we have not been able to get past so far. Devers strikes out. Kyle Tucker walks. Yoshida strikes out. Kyle Harrison now versus Kyle Manzardo flies out. Caden Wallace pops out, and Oswaldo Cabrera strikes out. Ted Casto, the rookie, singles. Marcelo Meyer, double play. Jesus. Blake Sobel hits a solo shot, though. That's why we have him. And Luis Arias strikes out. Kyle Harrison grounds out Randy Arozarena. Anthony Volpe strikes out, and Aaron Judge lines out. Jaron Duran walks. Do we think of a steal? No, I don't think so. Yeah, we're just gonna swing. Let's hit and run with Devers, ground out. Duran gets the second for Kyle Tucker, who flies out. Kyle Harrison grounds out. Glaber singles. Max Muncy pops out. Kyle Manzardo flies out. Yoshida now flies out. Ted Casto flies out. Marcelo Meyer strikes out. Kyle Harrison in the fifth now. Caden Wallace doubles. Oswaldo Cabrera grounds out. Randy hits a single and a run scores. Volpe singles. Judge strikes out. William Contreras hits a single. Another run scores. We're going to go to Hunter Green. Hunter Green gets out of it with a fielder's choice. Blake Sobel grounds out. Arias flies out. Duran grounds out. Hunter Green versus Max Muncy, ground out. Kyle Manzardo grounds out. And Caden Wallace strikes out. Austin Riley grounds out. Devers singles. Kyle Tucker double play. Hunter Green now against Oswaldo Cabrera strikes out. Randy Arozarena strikeout. Anthony Volpe flies out. Yoshida now grounds out. Ted Casto pops out. Marcelo Meyer strikes out. Hunter Green strikes out. Judge flies out Contreras. Torres, though, gets a single. They go for a pinch runner for Max Muncy, who flies out. Blake Sabol. They go to Joe Jimenez out of the pen, had an incredible season. Pops out Blake Sabol. Luis Arias strikes out, and Jaron Duran. They go to another new pitcher, Taylor Hearn this time. Duran strikes out. Hunter Green now in the ninth versus Kyle Manzardo, and Manzardo hits a solo shot. He gets the next three out. Austin Riley. They go to Devin Williams to close it. Riley singles. Devers hit and run. Riley steals a base. Devers flies out. Kyle Tucker flies out. Masataka Yoshida walks for Ted Casto, the rookie. Singles, and it's up to, oh my God, no, not Marcelo Meyer. Let's bring in James Outman, a hero. Grounds out. We lose game one, 3-2. Well, that's a tough game one. That's a really tough game one. We're gonna go to Aaron Nola for game two. Nestor Cortez is fully healed. I'm worried about him playing a first game back from injury. Nola versus Arozarena flyout. Peraza strikes out. Judge walks. William Contreras fielder's choice. Now Carlos Rodon, our lefty lineup, is in. Luis Arias strikes out. Yoshida singles. Austin Riley singles. Kyle Tucker pops out. Edmundo Sosa, this is why you're here, ground out. Brett Batty pops out. Glaber Torres flies out. Kyle Manzardo walks. Oswaldo Cabrera doubles and a run scores. And Anthony Volpe walks now. Arozarena flies out. We get out of it. Ted Casto fly out. Devers strikes out. Travis D'Arnaud grounds out. Come on. Peraza versus Nola. Doubles. Judge ground out. Contreras a run scores off a single. Pops out Batty. Glaber Torres hits into a fielder's choice. James Outman strikes out. Luis Arias flies out. Yoshida singles at least. Austin Riley, can you do something? Line out. Nola strikes out or grounds out Manzardo. Cabrera flies out and Volpe grounds out. Kyle Tucker walks. We got a base runner for Sosa. Sosa hits into a fielder's choice. We're going to hit and run. Ted Casto. We're going to hit and run again. A run scores off a single from Ted Casto. Devers now lines out, and Travis D'Arnaud singles against Rodon. James Outman, you can do it again, pops up. James Outman has been struggling. Aaron Nola doubles against Arozarena. Sack bunt, Arozarena on third. Judge hits a sack fly. Contreras singles. Brett Batty singles. We're going to pull. We're going to go to Lucas Sims, who gets a strikeout. Luis Arias singles. Yoshida double play, and Riley singles. Kyle Tucker fielder's choice. We go 1 through 4. We allows a walk halfway through. Now in the bottom of the sixth, Sosa doubles. Ted Casto grounds out. Devers lines out. Travis D'Arnaud strikes out. Lucas Sims going for a third inning of work. Grounds out Peraza. Judge hits a solo shot. We're gonna go to Chad Hoskins. Fly out. James Outman singles. We're gonna hit and run. Caught stealing. Luis Arias strikes out. Yoshida walks. Eli Serrano comes in. We fly out. Chad Hoskins walks. Manzardo Up to bat still as Torres gets caught stealing, flies out. Cabrera hits a double. Volpe scores a run. We're down 5-1 as we're going to lose. 5-1. We go into game 3 down. And we're going to go Kyle Wright. We're going to go the guy we just gave a lot of money to in New York. Let's not get swept. Luis Arias fly out. Jarren Duran flies out. Austin Riley flies out. Kyle Wright versus Arozarena. Ground out. Peraza. Strikeout. Judge fly out. Devers flies out. Kyle Tucker flies out. Yoshida flies out. Contreras up to bat. Strikes out. Brett Batty strikes out. Glaber grounds out. Ted Casto singles. Meyer, come on, singles. Blake Sable. Do we go? Let's go for the hit and run. No, let's just swing. Fly out. Luis Arias. A run scores off another single from Luis Arias. Jarren Duran singles again. Another run scores. Austin Riley flies out. Devers pops up. We get to that inning. Kyle Wright versus Kyle Manzardo strikes him out. Oswaldo Cabrera flies out. Anthony Volpe pops up. Kyle Tucker's up. Ground out. Yoshida fly out. Ted Casto ground out. Kyle Wright versus Arozarena, ground out. Peraza lines out. Aaron Judge hits a solo shot. The Yankees are on the board. William Contreras pops up. Marcelo Meyer singles. Blake Sable, we're going to hit and run. And Blake Sable hits a 2-run bomb. We go up 4-1. We're not getting swept. Luis Arias lines out. Jarren Duran grounds out. Austin Riley strikes out. Brett Batty walks. Kyle Wright versus Glaber, fly out. Kyle Manzardo, fly out. Oswaldo Cabrera flies out. We're up 4-1 now. Devers going up against Clayton Beeter. They pull not Rodon. Who was in? Davichi Garcia. Clayton Beeter now. Singles for Devers. Kyle Tucker pop out. Yoshida singles. Ted Casto hit and run. He's been hot. Fly out. Marcelo Meyer, fielder's choice. Okay, Kyle Wright entering the 6th versus Volpe, strikes him out, pops out Arozarena, grounds out the next man. Blake Sable strikes out, Arias walks, Duran fielder's choice, Austin Riley strikes out. Judge, we're going to pitch around, and he hits a solo shot off a pitch around. Man, do we just pull Kyle Wright? Yeah, let's pull Kyle. No, let's give him one more pitch. If it's a bad hit, then we'll pull. Okay, ground out, Brett Batty, fly out, Glaber, singles, Kyle Manzardo. Let's put in a lefty. Let's go to Aaron Ashby for the final out. He gets caught stealing. Good. Devers strikes out. Kyle Tucker strikes out. Yoshida flies out. Bottom of the 8th, we're going to stick with Aaron Ashby. Strikeouts him. Oswaldo Cabrera walks. Anthony Volpe strikes out. Randy Arozarena strikes out. 1, 2, 3. Ted Casto walks. Marcelo Meyer flies out. Blake Sable strikes out. Luis Arias strikes out. Bottom of the 9th, we're going to our closer, making a lot of money. Jose Alvarado. Oswaldo Peraza lines out. Aaron Judge strikes out. And William Contreras singles Brett Batty. Fielder's choice. Okay, we get one. We get a game. Kyle Wright goes 6 2/3. Only lets Aaron Judge do any damage to him. As we go to a game 4, I think we're gonna go. Do we let Nestor Cortez go? I think we are. No, we're going to go Eduardo Rodriguez this game. If Nestor Cortez is ready for the next one, then we'll go Nestor Cortez. But we're going to go Eduardo Rodriguez. Here we go. Game 4, Eduardo Rodriguez in New York. It's in the rain. No, we got to save Kyle Harrison for game 5. Eduardo Rodriguez, here we go. Luis Arias, singles. Jarren Duran strikes out. Austin Riley flies out. Rafi Devers hits a 2-run bomb, and we go up 2-0 in the first. Kyle Tucker flies out. Eduardo Rodriguez for his former team. What can you do? Arozarena grounds out. Volpe flies out. Judge, pitch around. Hits a solo shot. William Contreras strikes out. Yoshida grounds out. Ted Casto singles. Meyer double play. Glaber double. Muncy strikes out. Kyle Manzarado flies out. Caden Wallace strikes out. Blake Sable fly out. Luis Arias singles again. Jaron Duran bunt. Okay, doesn't work. Riley walks. Devers again flies out. Oswaldo Cabrera grounds out. Arozarena flies out. And then Anthony Volpe strikes out. Kyle Tucker grounds out. Yoshida walks. Ted Castro, who's been red hot this postseason, singles again. Marcelo Meyer, let's hit and run, pop up. Okay, Blake Sable walks. Luis Arias, who's 2 for 2. Can he come up clutch with the bases loaded? He walks, a run scores. We go up 3-1. Jaron Duran strikes out. Judge, we're going to walk. I don't even want to deal with him. William Contreras, we also walk. Gleyber Torres flies out. Max Muncy's fielder's choice. Kyle Manzarado, we catch William Contreras stealing. We stay up 3-1. Riley flies out. Devers walks. Kyle Tucker strikes out. Yoshida, fielder's choice. Okay, Eduardo Rodriguez now against Kyle Manzarado, grounds out. Caden Wallace, strikeout. Oswaldo Cabrera, strikeout. So far, the pick to go with Rodriguez is working. Ted Castro, they go to Johnny Brito. Castro singles, he's 3 for 3. Marcelo Meyer, man. Do we fuck it, see what Valdez can do? No, let's just swing. Marcelo Meyer, fielder's choice. Blake Sable, swing, fly out. Luis Arias strikes out. Okay. Arozarena flies out. Volpe walks. Fuck. I don't want to pitch to Judge. Pitch around, walk. William Contreras hits him. Eduardo, please. Okay, a run scores. We're going to pull. Hunter Green, get in here. Max Muncy, another walk. Kyle Manzarado strikes out. Caden Wallace strikes out. Game's tied. Okay. We're going to pinch hit Duran, and we're going to bring in James Outman. James Outman singles. That's what we needed. That is what we needed. Hit and run now. James Outman's now on second. Devers singles, and James Outman comes home. What a managerial decision. Kyle Tucker then hits a 2-run bomb. We go up 6-3. Yoshida, they go to Joe Jimenez. Yoshida singles. Ted Castro walks. Marcelo Meyer strikes out. Blake Sable grounds out. Hunter Green's going to pitch, pop out, strikes out Arozarena, grounds out Volpe. Luis Arias gets a solo shot. Outman doubles. Riley hits a single that brings in a run. We walk Devers. Tucker gets a ground out that advances the runners. Yoshida grounds out. Ted Castro, 2-run scores off a single from him. Marcelo Meyer singles. Blake Sable scores. Everyone has a hit now. 11-3. Luis Arias walks. James Outman, fielder's choice. Okay, we're gonna just go with let's just go with Chad Hoskins. Okay, Judge singles. Contreras scores a run. We walk, fly out. Manzarado strikes out 11-4. There we go. Riley versus Clayton Beeter, strikeout. Devers walks again. Kyle Tucker flies out. Yoshida lines out. We're going to stick with Chad Hoskins because he's not going to play game 5. So single, fielder's choice, walk. Judge walks. William Contreras strikes out. Gleyber Torres pops up. We win 11-4. Holy shit. What a game 4 as we force a game 5 back in Boston. And even though Nestor's healthy, I think we're going to save Nestor and we're going to go Kyle Harrison. Or even if Kyle Wright's ready to go, I wouldn't be I'd be down to go Kyle Wright. Let's see who we're going to go with. Who has the most stamina? Kyle Wright doesn't have stamina yet. Okay, we're going to go Kyle Harrison. I know Nestor Cortez probably wants this moment to play against his former team, but we're going to go with what we think is best. Then again, Kyle Harrison is a lefty. What are the pitches like? Eduardo. Then again, Nestor against his former team might be the best. No, we're going to stick with Kyle Harrison. He won the Cy Young. Kyle Harrison's going to pitch game 5. Lineups, though, we are going to pull Jaron Duran. We're going to put in James Outman full time. Any other decisions? Yeah, we're just going to leave it as is for right now. Okay, game 5 in Boston. We're going to wear the red. We got to wear the red at home in Boston at Fenway Park. We have the Cy Young winner on the bump versus Garrett Cole. Randy Arozarena grounds out. Anthony Volpe singles. Judge pitch around walk. William Contreras walks. Bases loaded. Glaber 2-run score. Muncy 1-run scores. Ground out. It's 3-0 after 1. Riley walks. Fly out. Devers. I'm already feeling bad. Cabrera flies out. Arozarena walks. Volpe strikes out. Judge grounds out. Kyle Tucker flies out. Yoshida pops out. Ted Castro flies out. Contreras strikes out. Glaber flies out. Muncy singles. Manzarado grounds out. Marcelo Meyer grounds out. Blake Sabol flies out. Luis Arias strikes out. Caden Wallace singles. Oswaldo Cabrera walks. We're going to pull Kyle Harrison. We're going to go back to Hunter Green. Hunter Green double play. Volpe ground out. There we go. James Outman hits a solo shot. We're on the board. Riley grounds out. Devers flies out. Kyle Tucker singles. Yoshida flies out. Hunter Green versus Judge walk. William Contreras caught stealing. Now we walk Contreras and face Torres. We hit him into a fielder's choice, and Muncy strikes out. Ted Castro singles. Marcelo Meyer hit and run. We get Castro to second. Blake Sabol strikes out. Luis Arias strikes out. We need to score there. Kyle Manzarado grounds out. Caden Wallace strikes out. Oswaldo Cabrera flies out. James Outman walks. Austin Riley hit and run. We get Outman to second. Devers swings. He hits a double. We're down by 1. Kyle Tucker swings, walks. Masataka Yoshida up, ground out. Ted Castro, he has been incredible this series. He walks. Oh my God. Man, I hate that Marcelo Meyer has to be the hero, but he really does. Marcelo Meyer walks and a run scores. We tie the game. Oh my God. Blake Sabol, they change the pitcher. They go to Johnny Brito. Blake Sabol flies out. Okay. Hunter Green versus Randy Arozarena. Arozarena hits a solo shot. We're pulling Hunter Green. Anthony Volpe, you suck versus lefties, but Judges, no, we got to go with another righty. Let's go Zach Jackson. Fly out. Judge walks. Contreras singles. Glaber fielder choice. Max Muncy strikes out. We're down by 1. Come on. Luis Arias walks. Okay. Hit and run. James Outman. 2-run bomb for James Outman. We go up 5-4. Austin Riley now. Joe Jimenez strikeout. Devers walks. Kyle Tucker flies out. Masataka Yoshida flies out. Do we go with Zach Jackson for another inning? I feel like we should go with a lefty. Let's go with Aaron Ashby. Kyle Manzarado reaches on an error. Who did it? Kyle Tucker. Oh my God. Caden Wallace fly out. Oswaldo Cabrera singles. Randy Arozarena. Let's go David Bednar. Come on. Pinch runner. Double play. David Bednar gets out of it. Ted Castro versus Taylor Hearn. Castro grounds out. Marcelo Meyer, we're going to pinch hit. We're going to bring... Actually, if you're like no, we're going to just leave in Meyer. He walks, gets on base anyway. Thank you. Blake Sabol flies out. Luis Arias strikes out. Bottom of the 9th. We're going to go David Bednar. Pitch. Fly out. Aaron Judge. Do we even let him pitch? Do we even let him? We're not going to let him swing. We're going to walk Aaron Judge. Pick off first. He's safe. Fine. William Contreras, fielder's choice. David Bednar versus Glaber Torres. He steals a base. Glaber grounds out. And Boston, we come down 2-0 in the American League Divisional Series. And we end up coming back and winning in 5. James Outman hits 2 home runs. And we reverse sweep the Yankees. That is historic right there. Ted Castro, what a series, hitting 500. Devers, clutch home run late. James Outman, he comes in and he becomes a cornerstone in that series. Luis Arias, solid guy. Marcelo Meyer, the biggest at-bat of his career is a walk. Brilliant. Pitching-wise, everyone did great. Everyone, Bro, Hunter Green, the strategy of him just always coming out of the pen is working. But now we got the Chicago White Sox, who won 91 games, 16th. Did they upset? No, they came here as the second seed. Interesting, with 91 wins. So let's see. Thairo Estrada, Andrew Vaughn, Bo Bichette, Luis Robert, Eloy Perez, Christopher Morrow, Sal Frelick, and Oscar Colas. Not that special, but when you got Bo, Luis, and Eloy right there, and Andrew Vaughn, I mean, it's pretty good. They got a good team. I mean, they're here for a reason. They got a good team. White Sox, Dylan Cease, Eric Lauer. So they're big top heavy. They're top heavy on the pitching, but they got the bullpen. Hey, game one, Nestor, he's in line to start, but we're going to go Kyle Wright. Then we'll go Nestor in game two. We'll see how he goes in game two. Okay, in Fenway, how ready is Kyle? Kyle's not ready for a while. Okay, yeah, so let's go Kyle Wright. Game one against the White Sox. Ground out Thairo Estrada. Andrew Vaughn grounds out, and Bo Bichette grounds out. Luis Arias walks. James Outman strikes out. Austin Riley hits into a double play. Now Luis Robert doubles. Eloy walks. Perez hits a single and a run scores. Christopher Morrow strikes out. Sal Frelick double play. Devers strikes out. Kyle Tucker strikes out. Yoshida pops up. Oscar Colas flies out. Estrada singles. Vaughn strikes out. And Bo fielder's choice. Dylan Cease, incredible so far. Ted Casto strikes out. Marcelo Meyer strikes out. Blake Sable strikes out. Holy shit. Robert walks. Eloy walks. Perez pop up. Christopher Morrow walks. Sam Frelick grand slam. We're going to pull Kyle Wright. We're going to put in Chad Hoskins. Colas flies out. Estrada grounds out. Luis Arias ground out. Outman singles. Hit and run. Austin Riley gets him to second. Devers singles first and third for Kyle Tucker. Hits a single. We get a run. Yoshida gets us another run with a single. Ted Casto gets a single, but not a run. Marcelo Meyer. Oh, fuck. I accidentally hit the wrong button, but he probably just got out. Chad Hoskins versus Andrew Vaughn fly out. Bo Bichette doubles. Luis Robert. Runner is thrown out at home. Do we pull? You know what? Yeah, we're going to pull. We're going to go to Aaron Ashby here. Eloy hits a single and scores, so it doesn't matter. Blake Sable ground out. Arias walks. James Outman hits a sac bunt. I wouldn't have wanted a bunt there, but whatever. And then a strikeout. Ashby strikes out Morrill, strikes out Frelick for the grand slam, and Colas also strikes out. Devers flies out. Kyle Tucker grounds out. Yoshida strikes out. Ashby versus Estrada strikes him out. Vaughn strikes out. Bo Bichette flies out. Casto grounds out. Myers grounds out. Blake Sable hits a solo shot. I mean, we're still in it. We're only down by 3. Like, it's a winnable. Let's go to Zach Jackson. Ground out. Eloy fly out. Perez strike out. James Outman versus Caleb Ferguson strikes out. Austin Riley flies out. Devers hits a solo shot. Tucker grounds out. We need 2 next inning. We've gotten 2 in an inning before. Zach Jackson grounds out Morrill, strikes out Frelick. Colas hits a single, but Estrada grounds out. Okay, 9th inning. Can we come back? Versus Carter Dunlap, their 84th closer. Yoshida grounds out. Casto singles. Okay. What is he? He's a righty. Man, it's the best we got. Whatever. Myers, hit and run, pop up. Blake Sable strikes out, and we drop game 1, which is okay with us. It's okay if we lose game 1 because we went down 2-0 last series and won. So let's see how we do in game 2. Nestor Cortez getting his first start of the postseason, allows a single first batter. Andrew Vaughn, fielder's choice. Bo Bichette strikes out. Luis Robert grounds out. Luis Arias started game 2, singles. Yoshida, fielder's choice. Austin Riley singles. Kyle Tucker now reaches on an error. That's a big. Who did it? Andrew Vaughn. There we go. And Edmundo Sosa, bases loaded, 1 out. Fielder's choice. Ted Casto flies out. Nestor Cortez now versus Eloy, single. Perez double play. Oscar Colas ground out. Devers strikes out. Travis d'Arnaud singles. James Outman singles. Luis Arias sac fly that. We go up by 1. Yoshida reaches on an error. Another one for the White Sox again by Andrew Vaughn. Riley fielder's choice. Carlos De La Cruz up, hits a solo bomb off Cortez. Morrill also gets one. Estrada singles. Vaughn pops up. Bo stolen base for Estrada. Oh, okay, we got to pull Cortez. Let's go to Hunter Green. Runner thrown out. Another hit. Perez walk. Come on, Hunter Green lines out. Okay, they only get 3. Okay, we're only up by 2. Kyle Tucker ground out. Sosa hits a solo bomb. Castro gets a single. Devers hits into a double play, down by 1. Carlos De La Cruz strikes out. Morrill strikes out. Estrada grounds out. Travis d'Arnaud grounds out. James Outman with a big double. Luis Arias hits a big double to bring him home. Yoshida then hits a 2-run shot off Eric Lauer. Lefty. We go up 5-3. Austin Riley reached on an error by Eloy Jimenez this time. Kyle Tucker double play. All 3 of their errors has not resulted in a run, which is kind of annoying. Let's just keep going now. Andrew Vaughn singles. Bo Bichette strikes out. Luis Robert reaches on an error. This time we do it. Austin Riley does it. Eloy Jimenez gets hit by a pitch. Perez, a run scores, but we get an out. Oscar Colas flies out, so Hunter Green gets out of it. Edmundo Sosa singles. Ted Castro walks for Devers. Let's go hit and run. They go to Paul Blackburn. Let's hit and run still. Pop up. Travis d'Arnaud. Let's no, let's stick it with Travis d'Arnaud. Swing. James Outman strikes out. Hunter Green versus Carlos walk. Morrill walks. Estrada fly out. Andrew Vaughn a run scores. Bo gets caught stealing. Andrew Vaughn does, and Bo walks. Robert stolen base by Bo. Robert strikes out. Luis Arias singles. Yoshida pops up. Austin Riley singles. Kyle Tucker singles. Edmundo Sosa, who's been red hot, hits a sac fly. Ted Castro grounds up. We go up by 1. We're going to say thank you to Hunter Green. We're going to pull him. Let's go to Aaron Ashby here. There's this Eloy strikeout. Salvador Perez strikes out. And Oscar Colas strikes out. Rafael Devers up, walks. Travis d'Arnaud singles. James Outman singles and a run scores. We go up by 2. Luis Arias, they changed their pitcher to Jose Ruiz. Arias flies out. Yoshida fielder's choice. Riley pops out. Okay. Carlos De La Cruz is up. Let's change the pitcher again. This time let's go to Zach Jackson. Walks De La Cruz, strikes out Morrill, double plays Estrada, gets out of it. Kyle Tucker up versus Joel Payampas, flies out. Sosa strikes out. Ted Castro flies out. And now let's go to our closer, Jose Alvarado versus Andrew Vaughn. He singles. Bo pops up. Luis Robert hits into a fielder's choice, and Eloy Jimenez grounds out. We get out of it. We win that game. We tie the series up 7-5 with that win. Victor Gonzalez got claimed. Oh well, who cares? Game 3. Here we go. Aaron Nola, his second game of the postseason. Let's see how he does versus Justin Dunn. Luis Arias flies out. James Outman pops out. Austin Riley flies out. Thairo Estrada strikes out. Andrew Vaughn walks. Bo double play. Good first inning from Nola. Devers strikes out. Tucker flies out. Next man flies out. Nola versus Robert pops up. Eloy strikes out, and then Perez hits a double, but Christopher Morrill reaches on an error by who? Austin Riley's second error of the postseason. Sal Frelick, though, strikes out. Ted Castro walks. Marcelo Meyer hit and run. He hits a single. We're first and third for Blake Sable, who walks for Luis Arias, who pops up. James Outman strikes out. Austin Riley walks, though, brings home a run, and then Devers lines out. So we at least get one. Nola versus Colas fly out. Estrada fly out. Vaughn ground out. Kyle Tucker now pops out. Yoshida hits a double. Ted Castro grounds out, and Marcelo Meyer grounds out. Bo Bichette versus Nola. Bichette hits a single, then steals a base. Robert, but Bichette gets thrown out going home. So then we strike out Jimenez, and Perez hits a single, but Morrill strikes out. Good inning from Nola. Sable singles, Luis Arias singles, James Outman hits into a double play, and Austin Riley can't make up for it. Nola versus Frelick, ground out. Colas flies out. Estrada strikes out. Devers hits a double. Kyle Tucker pops out. Yoshida hits a big time single for Ted Casto, who's going to bring that puppy home on a sac fly. Myers gets walked. Sable then, after the pitching change, grounds out. Nola, we'll see how you do this inning. Single, fly out Bo Bichette. Robert hits a single. We're going to change the pitchers up. We're going to go to Aaron Ashby here. Eloy hits a triple and 2-run score. Perez singles. We went to the wrong guys. He then gets out of it, but we're down by 1. Arias walks. James Outman hit and run. We get a guy to second. Riley walks. Devers then walks. Kyle Tucker, bring him home. Walks. We get another run. We tie the game. Yoshida now hits us. He reaches on an error. How? Salvador Perez throws an error trying to get Yoshida out at first. That's big. Ted Casto, they go to Jose Ruiz, but Ted Casto walks. We get another. Myers then singles. We go up 6-3. Blake Sable strikes out. Man, only 1 hit this inning. Oh, another walk. 1 hit this inning. 5 runs on 1 hit. Incredible. Let's pull Aaron Ashby. Let's go to Lucas Sims here. Strikes out Colas, lines out Estrada, and Vaughn flies out. Riley now flies out to Piamps. Devers grounds out. Kyle Tucker grounds out. Let's go to our setup man, Zach Jackson. He pops out Bichette, hits Luis Robert, strikes out Eloy, and Salvador Perez hits a 2-run bomb as Christopher Morrill grounds out. Yoshida is now up in the 9th. They go to Caleb Ferguson, ground out. Ted Casto hits a double. Marcelo Meyer grounds out, and Blake Sable grounds out. And now in the bottom of the 9th, let's go to our closer, Jose Alvarado. Sal Frelick pops up. Colas singles. Estrada singles. Andrew Vaughn, they go to a pinch runner, strikes out, and Bo Bichette. A run scores off a single. It's 7-6. Luis Robert flies out, and we get out of it. That was close. That one was close. But we do go up 2-1 in the series. Holy shit. Our pitching hasn't been the best, but we've been coming through. I mean, hey, we've been getting it done when it matters as we go up 2-1. Incredible season so far. Incredible run as we go to game 4. Eduardo Rodriguez set on the bump. We're going to go with the blue jerseys. And we're going to, let's see, if we go 2-2, 3-4, 5, yeah. Okay, yeah, I like that. So yeah, we're going to go Eduardo Rodriguez this game versus Dylan Cease. Luis Arias singles. James Outman singles. Austin Riley 2-run score off a double, and we jump on Dylan Cease. Devers hits a double. We go up 3-0. Yoshida grounds out. Tucker strikes out. Ted Casto grounds out. Eduardo Rodriguez versus Thairo Estrada strikes him out. Andrew Vaughn strikes out. Bo Bichette strikes out. Myers strikes out. Sable reaches on an error by the catcher, Salvador Perez, his second error. We're going to hit into a double play. Damn. Robert flies out. Jimenez singles. Salvador Perez brings him home. Oscar Colas strikes out. And Carlos De La Cruz singles. It's 3-2 as Christopher Morrill flies out. James Outman walks. Austin Riley on a hit and run advances James Outman. Devers then hits a 2-run bomb. Kyle Tucker lines out. Yoshida flies out. Okay, Eduardo Rodriguez versus Thairo Estrada again. Here we go. Strikes him out. Vaughn gets hit. Bo Bichette singles. Luis Robert, the runner, is thrown out off a single. We're just going to pitch. Eduardo, get out of this inning, and we can pull you after this inning. He gets out of it, fielder's choice. Okay, Ted Casto. And Ted Casto has his first home run of postseason baseball, as it's right there against Dylan Cease. We go up 6-2. And then Marcelo Meyer follows it up with one of his own. Blake Sobel, they go to Jake Junis, singles. Luis Arias, singles. James Outman, fielder's choice. Austin Riley, sac flies it 8-2. Devers, singles. Men on first and second for Kyle Tucker, who flies out. Okay, we're up 8-2. Then, since we're up by so much, I'd rather Eduardo be able to just eat an inning or two just so we can conserve pitchers for when we really need them. So Perez, solo shot. Oscar Colas, fly out. De La Cruz, double. Morrow, ground out. Estrada, double. Okay, we got to just pull him. We just got to pull him. Let's go to Lucas Sims. Flies him out. Yoshida grounds out. Ted Casto, singles. Myers walks for Blake Sable, who strikes out. And Luis Arias, fielder's choice. Lucas Sims flies out Bichette. Grounds out Robert. Jimenez hits a solo shot, but he's able to get Perez out. James Outman now grounds out. Riley doubles. Devers walks. Kyle Tucker pops out. Man, Kyle Tucker's been so bad. Yoshida singles. Ted Casto pops out. Okay, let's change up the pitchers again. This time, let's go to Chad Hoskins versus Oscar Colas. Colas hits a solo shot. De La Cruz hits a solo shot. Morrow singles. We're going to pull him. We're going to go to David Bednar. Caught him stealing. Estrada grounds out. We pop out the Andrew Vaughn. Marcelo Meyer versus Alec Marsh strikes out. Blake Sable walks. Luis Arias strikes out. James Outman walks. Austin Riley hits a double. We get 2 more runs. We're up 10-7 as Devers hits a 2-run bomb. He's 4 for 4. We go up 12-7. Kyle Tucker walks. Yoshida strikes out. David Bednar grounds out. Bichette pops out. Robert and grounds out. And Jimenez. Ted Casto now versus Joel Payamps hits a solo shot again. Meyer singles. Sable singles. Arias hits into a double play, but James Outman grounds out. Damn. Bednar's going to go for a third inning of work. Perez ground out. Colas ground out. De La Cruz strikeout. Riley now versus Caleb Ferguson ground out. Devers walks. Kyle Tucker, runner is thrown out going home after a double, and Yoshida strikes out. Bottom of the 9th. We're just going to go Jose Alvarado just to close it out. There we go. Good close by him. We win 13-7 as we go up 3-1. That is huge. We are going off as we are 1 game away. Okay, I just had to switch over the recordings real quick. Haven't touched a thing, obviously. Just need to reset the camera just because I just needed to switch files. I was running out of time for my memory. So we're up 3-1. Oh, fuck, not play full game. Let's go. Kyle Harrison now on the road. Can we get it done? Our Cy Young Award winner. Come on. Luis Arias, singles. James Outman. Runner is thrown out at home. They're going with Dave Martin, a 78, who actually had a really good year. Austin Riley flies out. Devers walks. Kyle Tucker's been cold all postseason. Hits a big single, and we go up 1-0 in the first. Thairo Estrada strikes out. Andrew Vaughn strikes out. Bo Bichette strikes out 1-2-3. Ted Casto grounds out. Meyer pops out. Blake Sable, they go with a defensive sub as there's a fly out. Robert strikes out. Eloy flies out. Kevin Parada flies out. Luis Arias now singles. James Outman strikes out. Austin Riley strikes out. Devers strikes out. Oscar Colas grounds out. De La Cruz singles. Morrow strikes out though. And Estrada, it's a 2-run bomb. They take the lead. Vaughn walks. Bichette doubles. And there's a pop-up. It's 3-1. Okay, Kyle Tucker fly out. Yoshida walks. Casto, fielder's choice, fly out there. Harrison flies out. Jimenez, Parada flies out. Colas singles. De La Cruz strikes out. Blake Sable flies out. Arias walks. James Outman flies out. Austin Riley hits a nice little single. Devers up. Come on, Devers. He walks. Kyle Tucker, he gets a run. The next runner, though, is thrown out at home. Kyle Harrison walks. Morrow. We're going to pull him. We're going to pull Kyle Harrison. We're going to go... We're going to go Zach Jackson. I know it's early for him, but it's where we're going to go right now. Fielder's choice, fly out Andrew Vaughn. Fielder's choice, Bo Bichette. Yoshida flies out. Casto singles. Meyer strikes out. Blake Sabol flies out. Robert hits a solo shot. Damn. Okay, we're going to go David Bednar now. Jimenez grounds out. Parada grounds out. We strike out the next man. Luis Arias strikes out. Outman grounds out. We fly out Austin Riley. De La Cruz reaches on an error. Who did it? Masataka Yoshida, come on. Morrill strikes out. Estrada gets a base stolen on him. And the runner's thrown out at home after a double. Vaughn singles. Bo Bichette runner scores. Luis Robert flies out. It's 5-2. Devers to Ferguson singles. Kyle Tucker. 2-run bomb Kyle Tucker. Yoshida ground out. Ted Casto singles. Let's pinch hit. Let's go to Sosa here. Edmundo Sosa pinch hitting fielder's choice. Pinch hit. Let's go Travis d'Arnaud. Let's hit and run. They go to Alex Marsh. Hit and run, fly out. Okay. Pitching change. We're gonna go Aaron Ashby here. Eloy ground out. Parada ground out. We strike out the last guy. Top of the ninth. Last chance. Top of the order. Luis Arias versus Carter Dunlap. Fly out. James Outman grounds out. Austin Riley grounds out. We drop game 5. Well, series is gonna be a little tougher, which, that's okay. That's okay. We have 2 home games now. I feel confident with 2 home games and with a fully loaded Hunter Green for whenever we need to turn to him. So Kyle Wright, here we go. Pops him out. Andrew Vaughn grounds out. Bo Bichette grounds out. Luis Arias flies out. Yoshida grounds out. Austin Riley strikes out. Kyle Wright strikes out Luis Robert. Eloy Jimenez singles, strikes out Parada, and Morrill singles. Now Sal Frelick hits a single and a run scores. Oscar Colas, we gotta go with a defensive sub as there's a flyout. Who got pulled? Oh, okay, there's a catcher injury. Kyle Tucker strikes out. Sosa singles. Ted Casto fielder's choice, and Devers fielder's choice. Kyle Wright single Estrada. Vaughn fielder's choice. Bo Bichette doubles. Luis Robert ground out. Eloy fly out. It's still 1-0. Blake Sabol strike out. James Outman fly out. Luis Arias walk. Yoshida defensive sub. They go to Paul Blackburn out of the pen. Yoshida singles. Austin Riley first and second singles. It's up to Kyle Tucker. Bases loaded. We tie it. Okay. Runner gets thrown out trying to go home. That's fine. Parada strikes out. Morrill pops out. And Sam Frelick hits another bomb. We're going to pull. We're going to go to Hunter Green. Oh my God. I can't believe that little fuck Sam Frelick. How the fuck? Vaughn walk. Bo Bichette strike out. Robert pops out. Eloy strikes out. Blake Sabol ground out. James Outman strikes out. Luis Arias gets hit by a pitch. Yoshida walks. Come on, Austin Riley. It's up to Kyle Tucker again, and he flies out. Kevin Parada strikes out. Christopher Morrill grounds out. Sal Frelick just pitch around him, I guess. Oscar Colas singles. Estrada singles. Vaughn, we walk him. It's 3-1. Edmundo Sosa gets a single. Casto doubles. Second and third, 4. Devers against a righty, ground out. Blake Sabol just sack fly him. Double play, are you fucking kidding? And then, oh my God. And we just get single, walk, single. Fielder's choice strikeout. We're down 4-1 now. James Outman fly out. Ground out Arias. Let's just pull Hunter Green. He's useless for the rest of this game. Double play, ground out. Riley, fly out. Kyle Tucker singles. Edmundo Sosa walks. Ted Casto ground out. Second and third, 2 outs. Devers hits a 2-run single. We're only down by 1. Blake Sabol strikes out. Going into the 9th. Let's go to Zach Jackson. He gives us 1 solid inning of work. Strikeout, ground out. Eloy walks. Kevin Parada flies out. Okay, here we go. For all the marbles, bottom of the 9th, James Outman. They go to Carter Dunlap, ground out. Luis Arias singles. Masataka Yoshida hit and run, pops up. Austin Riley singles. Kyle Tucker hit and run. We got to get him home, and we can't do it. Man, Sam Frelick, that little shit just saved fucking Chicago for a Game 7. Guys, we can't blow this. Who do we go in Game 7? We got to go Aaron Nola. Game 7, let's get Aaron Nola set. So he's on the face because he is the guy we're going with. Aaron Nola, the highest paid pitcher on our roster. This is why we signed you right here. Game 7 of the ALCS in Fenway. It's clear skies tonight. Thairo Estrada leads off, strikes out. Andrew Vaughn strikes out. Bo Bichette singles. Luis Robert flies out. Luis Arias walks. James Outman hit and run, stolen base. James Outman walks. Austin Riley hit and run, ground out. We advance to runners. Devers double play ball. Eloy grounds out. Kevin Parada flies out. Christopher Morrill strikes out. Dylan Cease versus Kyle Tucker. We had a walk. Yoshida double play. Ted Casto flies out. Sal Frelick, this little shit, hits a double. Oscar Colas lines out. Thairo Estrada strikes out. Andrew Vaughn flies out. Marcelo Meyer walks. Blake Sable strikes out. Luis Arias hits a 2-run bomb, and we go on the board first. James Outman singles. Austin Riley hit and run. We advance to runner for Devers against Dylan Cease, who flies out. Okay, Aaron Nola versus Bo Bichette, single. Luis Robert, singles. Eloy, fielder's choice. First and third, 1 out. Kevin Parada hits a sac fly. Christopher Morrill walks. Sal Frelick strikes out. Thank God that guy didn't fucking do it again. Kyle Tucker, ground out. Yoshida pops out. Ted Casso strikes out. We might go to Hunter Green for an inning or two at some point. Oscar Colas, ground out. Thairo Estrada gets hit by a pitch. Andrew Vaughn doubles. Bo walks. Luis Robert hits a grand slam. Pull him. Hunter Green, get in. Ground out. We're down by 3. Myers singles. Blake Sable, fielder's choice. Luis Arias singles. James Outman, a run scores. We're down by 1, or we're down by 2 now. Austin Riley pops up. Devers, 2-run scores off a double. We tie it. Kyle Tucker, runner. Devers gets thrown out going home. Hunter Green lets up a solo shot. God damn it. They go to Jake Junis. Yoshida singles. Ted Casto hit and run, fly out. Marcelo Meyer flies out. Blake Sable hits a single. Luis Arias, you could be clutch right here. He grounds out. We're going to pull Hunter Green now. We're going to go to Lucas Sims. Bo Bichette doubles. Luis Robert sack bunt. Eloy walks. Parada walks. Morrill pops up. Sal Frelick pops up. We get out of it. Okay, James Outman flies out. Austin Riley grounds out. Devers flies out. Lucas Sims now versus Oscar Colas, ground out. Estrada walks. Andrew Vaughn gets caught stealing. Bo Bichette ground out. Kyle Tucker versus Jake Junis. Nope, Caleb Ferguson. Tucker walks. Okay. Yoshida swings, flies out. Ted Casto hit and run. Man on second, Marcelo Meyer. We are going to pinch hit. We're going to bring in Edmundo Sosa in this spot. He hits a double. A run scores. We have tied it. Oh my God. What a call to go to Edmundo Sosa. Blake Sable, they go to Joel Payampas. Blake Sable grounds out. Now here in the top of the 9th, we're going to go Jose Alvarado, our closer. Bo grounds out. Luis Robert grounds out. Eloy hits a double. Kevin Parada, pinch runner, strikes out. Top of the order, bottom of the 9th, Luis Arias strikes out. James Outman strikes out. Austin Riley strikes out. We have extras. Christopher Morrill. Jose Alvarado, we need to pitch you a little more. Morrill strikes out. Sal Frelick walks. Oscar Colas singles. We're going to pull. Who do we go? Who do we go to get us out of this jam? Zach Jackson versus Thairo Estrada. He hits a double. Hit by pitch. Strikes out Bo Bichette. Walks Luis Robert. 2 more. We're going to lose. We allow 4 runs in the 10th. Devers flies out. Tucker singles. Yoshida flies out. Ted Casto hits a 2-run bomb. It's too little, too late. We lose 10-8 in the bottom of the 10th. Did we just blow a 3-1 fucking lead? We did. We blew. Lost 5-4, lost 3-4. Our bats finally show up in Game 7 and we lose 10-8. Oh my God. What a disappointing way to end it. But that's it. We lose in the ALCS in year 5. May year 6 be better for us.